I'm with Gilles Domartini. He's the CEO and founder of Cleeng in Amsterdam. They help publishers bring digital content to market. Gilles, what issues do face publishers who are trying to do this?
Publishers face today multiple issues. On one side, they want to sell content and to help generate new forms of revenue, but on the other side, they don't really know how to do this best directly on their website. So they tend to rely on companies like Amazon or iTunes to sell their content, but the drawback of this situation is that they are losing the traffic, they are losing their audience. So what we really wanted to help them achieve is an iTunes-like experience directly from their website, and that people could transact on the site without leaving and therefore losing the overall audience of the site.
So how do you do this? What is Cleeng's process?
Cleeng's process is actually very easy from a user standpoint. Imagine you are surfing your favorite news site, say The Guardian here, and you see an article that you really like about a football match of Manchester United. You are able to read most of the article for free, but we also did a short movie at the end of the article about the training of the team and how the various players have been playing together during that match. And some people may want to buy that very specific piece of content. And that's really where we come into play and make it easy for the user to buy that single piece. In less than a minute, people are able to register and to pay for that given component. That's for the first time. And the second time that people are coming on any of the publishers using our service, they are able to make a transaction in 15 seconds. So one of our key benchmark is the average time for completing a given order. And we see that in average, we are 3 times faster than the rest of the industry, which helps deliver much higher conversion rates.
So what are the benefits that accrue to the publishers and to the users as well, perhaps?
Really, from a user standpoint, the big benefit is that we dramatically simplify the purchasing process of multiple forms of content. At the moment, if you want to buy a piece of video, you have to choose a given service. If you want to buy a newspaper, you want to choose a different service. And every time you need to re-register and recreate your payment information, which is pretty cumbersome as a user. With our platform, you register only once, and then you are able to buy from any of these publishers which are part of the network. The second big benefit is that because your account as a user is within the cloud, imagine you are at the office, you buy a movie that you start to watch at the office, and then you have to go and take the tube. You can log to your account, go to your library, and then connect from, let's say, your iPhone and keep on watching that given movie from the tube and from your iPhone. So this kind of consistent library that follows you everywhere on all your devices makes it very convenient from a user standpoint and helps, again, improve the conversion rates. From a publisher benefits, in terms of publisher benefits, I think really it's to remove all the complexity attached to the selling of content. Selling content is very easy as you start. You can integrate with a simple solution like PayPal and a few others. However, very quickly you have your marketing teams which are saying, yeah, but I'd like to do couponing and I like to integrate, you know, some more differentiated pricing according to the different categories of content we sell. I'd like to sell videos. I like to sell book downloads. I like to sell live events. And then it becomes very complex because these are all different technologies. These are possibly used on different devices. If users are connecting from different countries, they also use different payment methods. And to try to aggregate all of these services into a nice, comprehensive solution is not easy. And that's really where our background from Apple, we've been working several years at Apple as founders. We really think we bring that knowledge to the publishers, and we help them generate a lot more revenue from their content, basically.
Does this involve the publishers having to change or adapt their business models in order to make this a sustainable revenue stream?
Actually, it's a very progressive system. Publishers can start by monetizing just a few sections on their website, like the archives. People tend to buy often, archived content, or they may decide to start with selling a few videos. So they can leave 99% of their content intact and experiment different forms of monetization. Pay-per-view, but also subscriptions of a given section, like the sports of the economy categories. And as they see this progressing, they can decide to expand the system on more categories on their website or on more medias, apps, videos that they may want to monetize. So it's extremely flexible and extremely progressive in the rollout.
Gilles, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Simon.